Welcome back to our channel where we bring you the most riveting, untold, and exclusive updates about the British royal family. Today, we delve into a dramatic and historic moment that has stunned the monarchy and left the British public reeling with shock. It's a moment that has forever changed how we view the royal family, particularly Prince Harry, who is once again making headlines for all the wrong reasons. What did King Charles say that has rocked the very foundation of the monarchy? What is the consequence of his bold decision to draw a clear line in the sand between the royal family and his youngest son, Prince Harry? In a rare and surprising moment, King Charles made a statement that not only shook the royal household, but also sent tremors across the entire nation, sparking division, fear, and admiration. Prince Harry's latest public statements have once again drawn fire, and the fallout has already begun. Hold on tight, because once you hear what was said, you'll never look at the crown the same way again. At 40 years old, Prince Harry's actions have left many questioning his maturity. In his recent BBC interview, Harry once again expressed his desire for reconciliation with his father, King Charles, saying, "I want to reconcile with him because I don't know how long he's got left, but he won't speak to me." For those who have followed the Sussex saga closely, this statement seemed like another attempt to pull at the heartstrings of the public and potentially his family. But here's where it takes a sharp turn. It wasn't out of genuine concern for his father's health or the reality of the situation. It was a statement aimed at making us feel sorry for him. Let's not forget this is the same man who continues to publicly criticize his family while living in the US, far from the royal fold. And now he's invoking his father's battle with cancer as a way to gain sympathy. What makes this more complicated is the fact that King Charles Roman III has been undergoing cancer treatment, which has not been publicly speculated about until now. This conversation, however, has taken a dangerous turn, as Harry now seems to be placing the blame for their estranged relationship squarely on the shoulders of his father. There is, however, a deeper layer here that needs to be understood. Charles, ever the stoic monarch, has always adhered to a constitutional approach, which his son appears to be disregarding. This brings us to the real crisis, Harry's ongoing refusal to accept these boundaries, which has led to a public standoff. In a stunning public appearance just days after Harry's explosive interview, King Charles and Queen Camilla stood on the balcony during the VE Day commemorations. Their presence, joined by Prince William and his family, underscored the royal family's continued unity in the face of mounting pressure. But the symbolism was hard to ignore. This was not just about standing together as a family. It was a firm and unmistakable message to Harry. It was a declaration of resilience and duty, a commitment to honoring the country's history, and a visual demonstration that the monarchy will not bend to personal grievances. In contrast to Harry's emotional plea, the monarch's words reflected the strength and resolve of the crown. King Charles spoke of how his ongoing battle with illness had given him a deeper understanding of the extraordinary work carried out by those who serve, just as those who served in World War II once did. His remarks about compassion and the fortitude of the human spirit highlighted his own perspective on life, death, and the weight of leadership. But let's be clear, the royal family's appearance at the VE Day ceremony wasn't just a ceremonial moment. It was an act of quiet defiance. For those watching closely, the contrast between Harry's emotional rhetoric and Charles' composed duty-bound response couldn't have been more stark. As the monarchy prepared to lead the nation in remembering the sacrifices of those who fought in World War II, King Charles' response to his son's public comments was nothing short of masterful. A quick yet firm statement was issued by Buckingham Palace, reaffirming that the matter of Harry's security was a legal issue to be handled by the courts, not the royal family. It was a subtle but clear rebuke of Harry's latest emotional plea. Sources close to the palace shared that King Charles is deeply frustrated with his son's inability to respect the boundaries placed by the constitutional role of the monarch. This isn't just about family dynamics. It's about the monarchy's role and the need to preserve its integrity and public image. The decision not to intervene in the security issue was not made lightly, but was a necessary action to uphold the royal family's long-standing principles. As the dust settled from Harry's comments, it became apparent that there would be no immediate resolution. For King Charles and Prince William, it's clear that any hope for reconciliation must come on their terms, and the road ahead will not be easy. Meghan's title controversy, stripping the Sussexes of royal status. The title dispute involving Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and their children has once again sparked intense debate. The crux of the issue lies in whether or not Harry's children, Archie and Lily, should be granted royal titles. According to royal law, they are technically entitled to be known as Prince and Princess. But recent moves by King Charles and Prince William have left many wondering if those titles will be stripped from them. The royal family has long operated under the principle that titles are reserved for direct descendants in the male line. Yet, Queen Elizabeth Roman II had amended this policy for Prince William's children, ensuring they were all given titles. However, Harry's children remain outside of this ruling, raising the question of whether King Charles will issue new letters patent to include them. Some royal experts suggest this may be an unlikely move, particularly given the tension within the family and Harry's public battles. Sources close to Prince William reveal that he is considering taking a more aggressive stance once he ascends to the throne. A decision to strip the Sussex children of their titles may be seen as a way for William to solidify his position and protect the monarchy's future, particularly as the institution grapples with its modern role in British society. Amid the swirling controversies, new and unfounded rumors have emerged claiming that King Charles has questioned the legitimacy of Harry's children and even demanded DNA tests. While these allegations have been widely circulated, it is important to emphasize that there is no credible source to support these claims. In fact, royal experts have been quick to dismiss them as sensationalist gossip with no basis in reality. Royal sources stress that the monarch has never doubted the legitimacy of his grandchildren. The only issue at play is the legal question of whether they should hold royal titles. These rumors, which have been fueled by unsubstantiated tabloid reports, have been debunked by credible insiders, and they should be viewed as part of the ongoing media circus rather than anything grounded in fact. What's next for Harry and the royals? As tensions between Harry and the royal family continue to escalate, the future of the Sussexes in the monarchy is becoming increasingly uncertain. Harry's recent comments and the ongoing legal battles have not helped his relationship with his family. Prince William, in particular, has reportedly made it clear that he will not reconcile on Harry's terms. With King Charles's health issues and the growing pressure on the royal family, it is likely that Harry and Meghan will continue to find themselves on the outside looking in. However, the situation is still fluid, and only time will tell if any form of reconciliation is possible. Final thoughts. The royal family's position on the Sussexes. The royal family's position on the Sussexes and their titles remains clear. The titles of Archie and Lily will be determined according to constitutional and legal principles, and any decisions regarding their status will be made with careful consideration. Despite the growing tension and public controversy, the monarchy will not be swayed by personal grievances or media pressure. For now, the royal family remains united in its commitment to uphold its values and responsibilities, and it is unlikely that any change will come unless it aligns with the monarchy's long-term vision for the future. What do you think about the royal family's handling of the title issue? Should Harry's children be granted royal titles, or should the monarchy stick to tradition? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more royal updates. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.